After the records dried, I went ahead and brought them into the house to peel them because I started peeling them in the garage. You can notice I've got a section here that is sort of peeled off. I'm hoping when I come this way, I can pull this direction and get right up to that because it was literally just brittle from the cold. So what I've started doing is right around the outside edge, you can't really hurt the record there because it's got, that's the landing area for the needle, or the stylus. I'm sorry, I don't want to use the wrong word. But I'm just starting the edge of the glue all the way around so that it's hard to do on camera, but I'm going to start the edge of it, and then we're just going to start pulling the glue nice and slow. You don't want to get in a hurry. I'm just going to work it. Ooh, see, we just lost a center ring there. What I'm going to probably have to do is, what this is telling me, I did not use thick enough glue. I'm probably going to have to go back and put another ring of glue on there. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to put a thicker ring of glue on here so that I can get a hold of it and peel it and the glue will stick together. This was evidently too thin. It couldn't hang together, and it basically just peeled apart. Now I can't pick there because that is actually the sound grooves of the record. So what we'll do is I'll attempt I know the first record I did, which is this one, is definitely not going to peel up because it was way too thin. The other three I got better. I got a nice even coat. This was number 2. The other 3 I got a nice even coat and a thicker coat. So I'm going to go ahead and try those real quick and see if I have any better luck peeling this glue off of these albums. Same problem. I just think I did not put a thick enough coat because it is really thinning out, and or it's not necessarily that I don't know that it's thinning out. I just think I didn't put a thick enough coat, so it's not holding together. So I think we'll go back and put a thicker coat, and then we should be able to lift off the glue that's on here along with any new glue. So what I'll do is I'll pause this video and I'll go ahead and put another coat on these. I'll let it dry, and then I'll come back and show you the peel off of the new thicker coat. I've gone back and put another coat of glue on each of the records. This coat is a little bit thicker, and the other thing I did is make sure there were no thin spots. On the other albums, if I go back and look at the footage, I bet I'll see it, but there were probably some thin areas, and those thin areas, the glue just couldn't hold together as I peeled it off. So with a nice thick coat and the thick coat will also level, okay? It'll spread out and level. So this should make it a little easier to peel these off once they dry. So we'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna let them dry overnight, and we'll do a peel on these albums tomorrow. The albums have all dried quite nicely. I've already peeled one off and it worked perfectly. I got this one started prior to starting the camera only because it's difficult to get that initial start. We're just gonna kind of work our way around a little bit. The trick to this turned out to really be using a thicker layer of the glue on the album. I'm just gonna keep going around the outside. Get all of that peeled up. Whoops, uh-oh, we just lost it. That's not good. The other album that I had, it peeled nicely. No issue whatsoever. This one's going to give me trouble again. Look at that. I am going to have to wipe this album off again, simply because I've got fingerprints all over it while I'm trying to hold it. It was easier to peel the other one without having the camera going, but with the camera and trying to keep this out in front of the camera, makes it a little more difficult to peel the glue off. There we go. I thought I was nervous there when I had that split, but I think we got it. There we go. Now what I'll do is I'll put this back on the turntable, and I've got some spray that I can put on the album and then a brush, and I can just go ahead and spray it and brush it to get my fingerprints off. But here's my glue. And I saw a guy on YouTube who actually made one of these and played it. I'm not going to try that. I don't want to damage my needle. Surely he had a cheaper system or a cheaper needle. But that's how we deep clean the grooves in our album.